Well, hello, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream, and I'm going to do your December the 12th Spiritual Principle a Day in a Meditation. Brought to you by Hope Through Navigation, and this is our H.O.O.D Recovery Services. You can reach me at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. December the 12th. Let's go ahead and share that screen with you. December the 12th, principles and purpose are portable. Being able to focus on a primary purpose and work creatively toward it is so much a part of our way of life that we may not realize how valued that is in the world at large. That comes out of the Living Clean, Chapter 5, Bridging Two Worlds, Relationships Outside NA. The idea that what we learn in recovery applies outside NA is not revolutionary or even surprising. There is plenty to be said about how the things we do in NA, our tools, our principles, our primary orientation toward helping others, transfer easily to other contexts and is often appreciated. We have steps that guide us, in essence, to clear the way so we can be of service to others. The principles within the traditions challenge us to work with integrity, goodwill, and discernment in groups and within structures. Convening around a primary purpose helps us to stay oriented and in alignment with each other. The concept of principles before personalities guides us through conflict when it inevitably arises. Each of us learns these transferable skills, embodying qualities that can support many different types of structures, a family, a business, a community, or a faith organization, even a one-on-one relationship, romantic or otherwise. Our values as members of NA extends to our value outside, being oriented toward generosity, kindness, responsibility, perseverance, and of course, gratitude in all our affairs enriches our lives and touches others' lives. Some people outside NA may know we're recovering from addiction, but others do not. Either way, what they often see is a person who is able to act with love rather than fear, can handle adversity, and is willing to help others when tragedy strikes. As great as the above description sounds, and as true as it often is, none of this is possible without actually practicing the principles of NA and using the tools of our program. As we often declare in meetings, it works if you work it, but it doesn't when we don't. Working the steps and traditions helps prepare us to serve beyond NA. And we know that when we make mistakes in NA and outside of it, we always have each other's experience, strength, and hope to rely on to help us get back on course. How am I applying what I've been learning in NA to other parts of my life? And what can I do today to further that purpose? That is a beautiful meditation, and I believe that we are talking about the spirit of transference, the spirit of portability. And sometimes we don't think of spiritual principles being like that, but the point that it's making is that this is a wonderful training ground. Our recovery and the atmosphere in which we seek our recovery is a training ground that allows us to prepare ourselves to become productive members of society and to become productive partners and relatable partners and people that people would love to interact with. Some of my finer training, and I've been to school on various levels. I've been to programs to teach prophecy and so forth and so on, and how to actually be able to minister love to an individual that is broken. The healing rooms. I've done so much of that. But I could honestly say, beyond a shadow of a doubt, with no question at all, hands down, that this training ground, this training that I've received in Narcotics Anonymous, is far greater and superior in so many ways, if only by the fact that it has opened the whole world up to me. And the broader the base, the higher the point of freedom. So as I stretch out and as I go to different places, I remember taking the meetings into a jail down, actually it was a prison down in uh, Atlanta. And I remember being very nervous about going into what I would call the boondocks, going way out into the boondocks and not having any family there that knew me, a few friends, but we weren't staying in touch on a regular basis. And I had relocated and I realized that H&I needed some help. And I'm taking these meetings into this system, this penal system. And I was amazed at the desperation of the individuals within that meeting. And did I like hearing the doors, the gates slam behind me? Absolutely not. I knew I was under camera, but I was, it's very uncomfortable, and I couldn't imagine anyone having to live their life like that. But several people do on the inside, and they need recovery too. And so I've been prepared in ways that are just amazing to me. And I didn't have to pass every test perfectly other than staying clean, right? Surrendering to the disease of addiction, admitting that my life had become unmanageable, right? And so because of that, I want to say to you, I don't know where you are. I don't know who you are exactly. I see your names and your messages, but I just want to encourage you that you are in a position to receive some of the best assets, some of the best people skills, some of the best training in how to conduct business and how to do certain things. If you do service work, now, if you don't do service work, you may not learn how to maybe conduct a business meeting or a board of directors meeting. You may not learn that, but it could set you up if you were in service work on that level. It could set you up for some wonderful opportunities outside of NA. And you would understand what a forum is, and you would understand that old business and new business and public comments. You would understand some of those terms and be given opportunities to give back to the very communities that we stole from every day. I don't want to beat a dead horse. I just want to let you know that Narcotics Anonymous is a place where you can learn a lot of people skills and spiritual principles and use them outside of the rooms, outside of the meetings. And actually, we're some of the best employees. We're some of the best teachers. We're some of the best politicians. We're some of the best in whatever area we decide to go into. Because with these spiritual principles, we are better people that give instead of take every day. So I hope that you'll be able to figure out what you've been given in Narcotics Anonymous, and that you will make a decision that what you've been learning in NA, you can use it in other parts of your life. And you can do that on purpose. I want you to do that just for today. I want you to take the spiritual principle of portability of spiritual principles and apply it in all of your affairs, each and every last one of them. Have a beautiful day on purpose. I'll be talking to you soon.